Hello, good evening, welcome everybody, and welcome to the live stream, the first look at the Eastcoastway remaster. And I've had a quick glance at it already in the couple of hours since I've downloaded it, and I have to say straight away I think it's an absolute masterpiece. Really enjoying it. So we'll take a little look at it, and we'll perhaps be going for about 90 minutes, I'd say, till about 10 o'clock, so not a very long stream tonight, but good evening to Laura, hope you're well, and to Concord, and it's a while since we've heard from you, Laura, actually, so good evening to you. Good evening, Concord, hope you are well, and we'll get going, and here is the titles to begin with. Yes, indeed. Good evening, Andrew. Hope you are well too. And yes, a surprise Thursday stream. I like to try and give new stuff a little bit of a look, first of all, when things come out. And good evening to Annabelle as well. Where is the AI whistleboards on the Eastcoastway remastered? Not sure about that, to be honest with you, but we'll take a look. Now, one thing I'll say straight away is that really impressed with the announcements, and I recorded a little bit a little while back at Brighton just to show that off. Okay, they keep cutting out, do the Annabelle. But here's a little intro that I recorded earlier on just to show off a little bit about what the announcements are all about at the stations. And finally, we've got departing trains announced, which is absolutely wonderful.
Platform 4 for the 8:33 Thameslink, Service 2, Bedford, calling at Wivelsfield, Haywards Heath, Gatwick Airport, East Croydon, London Bridge, Blackfriars, City Thames Link, Farringdon, St Pancras International, West Hampstead, St Albans, Harpenden, Luton Airport Parkway, Luton, Leagrave, Harlington, Flitwick and Bedford. Platform 3 for the 8:33 Southern, Service 2, Southampton, calling at Hove, Shoreham, Worthing, West Worthing, Angmering, Chichester, Havant and Southampton. The next train to depart from platform 7 will be the 9:32. Southern, service 2. Ashford, Hallingate, Lewis, Holgate, Eastbourne, Pevensey and Westhill, Pevensey Bay, Orms Bay, Couden Beach, Collington, Bexhill, St Leonard's, Hastings, Orr, Three Oaks, Dolan, Winchelsea, Rye, Appledore, Ham Street and Ashford. Customers are reminded to mind the gap between the train and the platform edge when boarding. The next train to depart from platform 5 will be the 9:32 Thameslink, service 2, London Bridge, Hallingate, Wivelsfield, Haywards Heath, Gatwick Airport, East Croydon and London Bridge. The next train to depart from platform 8 will be the 9:40 Southern, service 2, Seaford, Hallingate, London Road, Moleskin, South, Lewis, New Haven, Customers are reminded to mind the gap between the train and the platform. The next train to depart from platform 6 will be 8:27 Southern, service 2, London Victoria, Hallingate, Haywards Heath, Gatwick Airport, East Croydon, Clapham Junction and London Victoria. Customers are reminded to mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Yeah, there we go. And yes, indeed, yes, Southampton obviously should be Southampton Central, so there might be the odd glitch with it, and yet some of the stations might be missed out on some of the services, but I think it's still pretty good, and it's a long way better than what we got with Manchester Airport Commuter, where every train basically said the next train to arrive at platform 5 is for Manchester Piccadilly only, so it's a great boost at least. So I pretty enjoyed it. Yeah, Dominic, looking forward to seeing a bit of it. Haven't managed to get on for this remaster yet, but with a day off tomorrow should be able to have a lot of playtime on it. Yeah, definitely, yeah, and I think there'll be plenty to enjoy on that as well. So get the game loaded up and we'll get running and we'll have a little look at it. Good evening, Rachel. Yeah, hope you're well. Have you had a chance to have a go on it yet? I know it's your local area, as it were, isn't it? So an area you all know really well, and it's a much needed boost, I think, to this route, because it's always been pretty decent, but it was always such an old route, really, so it was very much in need of a remaster. Yeah, you enjoyed it so far. Must just grab one of my remote controls, actually. I can barely hear anything through my headset. The game sounds really quiet. Won't be a second. Yeah, it might be slightly better. Yeah, I think I'm not 100% sure, but I presume Concord that you still get the announcements even if you don't have the new pack, do you? I'm guessing. And of course, the benefit of using the newer version of the 377 is the fact that you will get the Armstrong Powerhouse sounds as well, won't you? All right, cheers, cheers, Dominic. That's worth knowing. I'll make a note of that. 303089. Let me just write that down whilst I've got the sheet at hand. So I don't know whether does that mean you're the champion. We'll have to add those scores up. Ah, okay. Maybe then you only get the announcements if you get the new pack. Then Concord. Yeah, that might be a thing. I've had an interesting day. Yeah, it's been a busy day work-wise, to be honest. So it's nice to be able to chill out a little bit. So we're going to do a 171 run, I think, to begin with. So we'll take a service out to Brighton to Ashford International. Let's take the 845, I think we'll go with to begin with. Ah, excellent. Yeah, you're really into the German routes just lately. Have you really got the hang of the all the PZB and all the German signalling stuff? Have you? There's some great German content. I mean, the one thing is, it seems as though for every UK route that comes out, it feels as though there's so much more German stuff. Yes, indeed, yeah. So you haven't got to worry about scoring for it, Dom, though, tonight. But yeah, it's well, I thought we'll give the 171 a bit of a run out first of all. We'll take a service up to Eastbourne, and then I think we'll probably do a 377 from Seaford to Brighton, and then we'll see how we're going for time. If we've got a chance, we'll do a 313 perhaps. Right, well, that wasn't what I intended. I wanted it to be the other way round. I wanted it to be Brighton to Ashford. Right, DB1803. Is that the is that freight or passenger? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a night for chilling out. Yeah, so 171. So I just want to start from Brighton. Yes, the 845 is Ashford to Brighton, isn't it? So let's go for the 930 then, Brighton to Ashford. Ah, right, okay. Is that like one of those sort of the regional services then, I'm guessing then, is it? Yes, indeed, he did, didn't he? He was meaning to load up Brighton. So, crikey, I'm learning from the master himself. But straight away, you just see how busy it is. You know, we've got a 377 over there. We've got the 171. We've got a couple of Thameslink services in. We've got a Gatwick Express. We've got a 377, another 377. And I think when I loaded it up earlier on, I did spy a Great Western Railway 150 as well. Ah, okay, yeah. I bet that's really fun, actually. You always feel a bit more kind of mechanical, don't you, with some of the older trains. Get some lights on as well. Right, yeah, I bet that's really interesting. And again, I guess it's interesting for you to compare driving an old German loco comparing with driving an old British loco. 39 tap changes, excellent. Did you feel it was like superior or inferior compared with, say, the with driving the 86 or the 87? Yeah, I don't know if there's any 150s that's drivable, actually. We'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, I don't... oh, wait a minute. Announcement time.
Ashford International, calling at Lewis, Holgate, Eastbourne, Pevensey and Weston, Pevensey Bay, Norman's Bay, Cooten Beach, Collington, Bexhill, St Leonard's Warrior Square, Hastings, Orr, Three Oaks, Dolan, Winchelsea, Rye, Appledore, Ham Street and Ashford International. The next station is Lewis.
Good evening, Adam. Hope you're well. Yeah, it does take a bit of getting the hang of, to be honest, Andrew. Right, okay. Yeah, we'll have to have a look at the end of the run, see if there's any 150 playable services. I've got a suspicion it's just AI. So I think there is a promise of enhanced sounds for the 170 for Birmingham Cross City and 5 Circle, hopefully in time as well. Yes, the good old 87. There we go. We'll have to have a completely 87 live stream at some point, won't we? Yeah, it was really interesting, I think, to compare an old... I've got a suspicion that the older stuff for the Germans, I think that's probably a route I haven't got. Yes, I think there is, Adam, yeah. Because I can remember seeing it on... I'm sure I can remember seeing it in and around South Wales, so there's definitely a TFW one, but there's bound to be a Northern 769, I would have thought. Right, the Lynx Rheinstrecke route. Yeah, I don't think that's one I've got. There's some of the German ones that I definitely don't have, and you know, I'd like to catch up with them in time over you know, when sales come up. Tell you what though, you could tell straight away with this route how much better it looks with the Todd light, the Todd 4 lighting, it really does make it feel much more refreshed. Yeah, it does take. It does take. I mean, it's a reasonably easy train to drive, the 166, but it's. Like all the trains, they've all got their own little characteristics, and that's the one thing that you will learn over time, that all trains are slightly different. We are going to get a bit more stuttering, particularly in the first couple of runs, I think, because I've not had a chance to run it, so you get that thing about the shadows loading up. Yeah, the original 166 was incredibly quiet as well. And I remember, I mean, it's a good few years ago when it was first released, but the current one's a lot better to drive. It will do GRE, yeah. Unfortunately, it's literally because, excuse me, because I'm doing this first run of it, so it will be a bit more stuttery. It benefits from running it a second time because you haven't got the shadows reloaded in, but the first time is always going to be the worst one for that. Yeah, I love the old 101s, and that is something that I will have to get into the stream as a run. I was thinking at some point of doing the Tees Valley line, because it's ages since I've driven that. I would have thought so, Dominic, because there is going to be a little bit of a quandary for them, because Crewe to Preston, for example, from Crewe you've got the Liverpool Lime Street trains, which would have been 304 EMUs in real life, but of course we don't have that, so I would have thought for the time being you're going to get 101s, and then of course when the new Cumbrian Coast route comes in, we're going to get the new 108s. This is a southern train, Andrew, so it's all this particular area is all southern trains. We haven't really got a great chance to have a look at it, but yeah, it looks very nice on there. So I don't think the route itself will be massively stuttery, but good evening GRE, by the way, 2057. I forgot to say hello to you. Hope you're well, but I don't think it will be massively stuttery, the game. But it's just the first run. Yeah, it is really nice and colourful, and also there's a little bit of a kind of a throwback to if you look at the pictures of steam trains of the old southern region, you know, sort of back in the day, then there's a hint of that as well. Because, you know, one or two of the areas are using very, very old names, like there used to be a London North and Eastern Railway, LNER, in the 20s, 30s and 40s. There was a Southern Railway, and there was a Great Western Railway, of course, as well. Yeah, I've not really had a chance to study the timetable massively. And of course, it's only like a 3-car train as well, isn't it? So I think people are hoping that this time that Revit actually deliver on their commitment and get the improved sounds out onto 5 Circle in particular, because I think when they brought out the Cross City network, the Cross City line add-on for the Cross Country 170, they said then that they would be bringing the new sounds onto 5 Circle, but they haven't done it yet. I have to say that the 10 mile an hour into Lewes is something that I really struggle to get just right, because it's so slow. So I either hit the 10 mile an hour really early and I'm kind of crawling long before, or I tend to find I'm speeding way over the 10 mile an hour. Yeah, that is a massive bonus, isn't it? This thing about the 313, because you either had to drive it before with the DSD switched off, or you had the emergency brakes coming on all the time. So it's a massive bonus. And even then, it's 10 mile an hour, but it's kind of going to, well, it's flat now, isn't it? But that little approach just before was slightly downhill gradient. But there aren't many stations that you come into at 10 mile an hour. But yeah, it's a great bonus now that the 313 has been fixed. All right, okay. Yeah, some of the the older units probably a bit messed up with the scoring. Yeah, it'd be nice if they could do that on the 314 for the Cathcart Circle.
Ashford International, calling at Holgate, Eastbourne, Pevensey and Weston, Pevensey Bay, Norman's Bay, Cooten Beach, Collington, Bexhill, St Leonard's Warrior Square, Hastings, Orr, Three Oaks, Dolan, Winchelsea, Rye, Appledore, Ham Street and Ashford International. The next station is Holgate.
Yeah, I think they've done a pretty good job with those announcements. Really nice. Yeah, there's lots of weird things consistency wise from DTG, and I think it'd be lovely to. I mean, they used to have a team that kind of worked on like bug fixes and getting stuff like that sorted. I haven't got any headlights on. believe so, Dominic. Yeah, I think that's the Victoria service, isn't it? So you get Eastbourne to Victoria services coming into Lewes. Yeah, that's the word I was searching for, Rachel, yeah. I mean, what would have been absolutely marvellous, and I know these remasters, you're not going to get any new route mileage. That's kind of a given. But I think it'd be absolutely brilliant if somebody could do Lewes to Wivelsfield, and then we could do full services then from Victoria to Brighton. Sorry, not Victoria to Brighton, Victoria to Eastbourne. Now I don't know whether it'll be too loud if I open the cab window. Yeah, it probably will, won't it? I mean, it's one of those things that it's probably never going to happen because they didn't do it originally. But I don't know how many miles it is. I don't know if there's any stations, or I don't know much about that section of line. But it's again, it's just a little missing piece of the network. But it's quite a nice little service to do this, is because whenever you drove the 377 to Eastbourne, it was basically an all station service. So having this one where you're only stopping at Lewes, Polegate and then Eastbourne, I think is quite an interesting variation. I mean, it's probably unlikely we're ever going to get the line from Eastbourne to Hastings, which, you know, that would be quite nice as well. But I think it's, at least Eastbourne feels like a logical endpoint. Yeah, you never know. And I mean, as far as a little project to do a route as well, and you know, I mean, South Western's talked about going into the route editor and creating routes. Something as short as that would be perhaps a great little starter for somebody. And, you know, even if we had to load in a different route just to do that little section, then at least it means you could kind of have the feeling of doing another full journey. Yeah, I'm definitely absolutely loving the better lighting, and straight away, you know, it's not a brand new route, but it almost feels like a new route. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm very much the same, and it's kind of partly, I'm not sure I've got the skills to do it, but I'm certain I haven't got the time to do it either. I think somebody like South Western's probably the right man for the job, because he's already learned some of the basics of the route editor. I mean, it just feels like a nightmare to me. This is a class 171, Andrew. So a class 1717 to be precise. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've had a little delve into. I understand the route editor for Trade Sim Classic to an extent, and I can add scenery, and I've done the odd bit of track lay, but nothing too amazing. Yeah, definitely Concord. Yeah, that'd be lovely. I mean, the only thing is, we already know they've kind of set it in stone with these remasters that it's kind of like you're getting improved scenery, you're getting station announcements, a new timetable, and you know, maybe it might come with a new pack with new trains and stuff, but you know, basically no new route mileage. That seems to be the mantra. Good evening, Seb. I didn't spot you there. Yes, I've just seen you higher up. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah, hope you're well. Yes, indeed. This is the 171. Well, they're both diesels, Andrew. So yeah, they're both kind of what we call diesel multiple units. I mean, I would absolutely love it as well. And you know, there's loads of extension possibilities. I mean, you know, somebody said the other day about putting in the line to London Bridge as well from Clapham Junction, but you know, that's almost like a route in its own right. So hopefully we're going to get more southern stuff. I mean, I know DTG went through a phase of almost feeling as though they were mocked for doing too much third rail southern stuff at one time, but I think now it's the other way around. They haven't done anything for ages. Yeah, that's going to be a relief for you, Dominic. Yeah, that's something that, I mean, that was a big surprise to us when they did that with Southeastern, wasn't it? And I must admit, at the time, and crikey, it seems like ages ago now, I was slightly disappointed, if I'm being totally honest, because it felt like it's not really a new route, but it was kind of nice what they did. I know, but the trouble is, you kind of before you know it, you've basically said all of the third rail southern region network. I mean, I think we're kind of hoping that over time that Johannes might be the man for stuff closer to London. Oh yeah, you're not going to get much competition from me, Dominic. I think I managed a couple of bronze medal places just about, but I've had to go full pelt to even do that. I know Amazed Taze with his score on one of the runs on Sunday. He had to even put a screenshot in to prove it was genuine. Right, now, Polegate is going to be one of those stations where I'm destined to forget about it most of the time. I can see it on there now, 1.3 miles, so we'll make sure we don't miss it. I do like the running sounds that you can hear. Because the old 170 on 5 Circle just wasn't the best at all. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. Yes, we could have a separate. Still getting a bit fast here. Oh, I should be all right, shouldn't I? Just about. Hoping it's not dead short platforms here. Oh, we're all right. We've got a very, very long platform here, haven't we? So we're okay. Mind you, that's the 3-car marker. Yeah, I've got to say, you know, in all honesty, I mean, he did put that screenshot up straight away. I think Josh was saying, it's amazing what you can do with Adobe Acrobat, Photoshop.
Ashford International. The next station is Eastbourne.
Oh, wait a minute, we're not due off till for a few seconds yet, are we? Okay, wait a minute, conductor, we're not quite ready yet. I'm not sure, to be honest. I believe so. It's kind of you'll probably hear it better than me, the sounds, because I'm sort of through the headset, so the sound's not perfect. Oh, I didn't mean to use the windscreen wipers. Oh, all getting wrong now.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Ashford International, calling at Eastbourne, Pevensey and Weston, Pevensey Bay, Norman's Bay.
Perhaps a chance to hear the sounds a bit better. Good evening, Hayley. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm not sure about whether the sounds are better on console. I mean, I know Amaze Taste plays it on PC. I think if you play it on a different timetable, you might get completely different scores. Because I think we did one on Eastcoastway, and I think Seb played on it, and he got a totally different score than everybody else. Okay. How's the snow going? Are you still very much covered in snow? I did see a bit about the snowstorm in the news as well. But I bet if you've still got the snow, it must be very pretty. Yeah, I don't know what Amaze Tazy's secret is, Rachel. I really don't. Right, so it soon cleared away. But I bet it was I bet it was interesting when it arrived. Yeah, so I believe, yeah, that's... I mean, I'm not sure overall what they've done to the scenery. You can kind of tell improved foliage, I think, massively improved, and of course the lighting's so much better. Oh, I'm sure you're not. Well, you are the you know, you definitely aren't an amateur. He must have a secret weapon that he has up his sleeve. Ah, I wouldn't worry about it, Rachel. I mean, I know he does play, he plays on the game a hell of a lot. And, I mean, the one excuse I would say is that much as I love the game, I don't always get masses of chance to actually play on it. Good evening, Ibex Trades 226. Ah, good to see you. Hope you're well. Yeah, definitely. It's always great as well, you know, your tips and advice, because you can tell us bits that us absolute amateurs have got no idea about, and it's fascinating, actually. Yeah, no worries at all, but yeah. And I think it's great to hear your experiences as well, because that's, again, we can only play at it, and, you know, we've never done it for real. Ah, okay, yeah, so all, I've kind of forgotten, are you 00 gauge, Ibex? I was horrified recently when I kind of realised the prices that were involved with model train stuff. It's really, really expensive nowadays. I kind of give up on it years ago because the stuff's always breaking down, and you always end up getting fluff in the motors. Yeah, this is the new improved yard over there, and oh, we've got a Thameslink service there in the platforms as well, or it might be just in the yard, is it? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, you'd be quite welcome to. You know, all I'd say is, you know, it really doesn't matter if you do come second in runs. It really doesn't matter. Nobody's going to be upset or worried about it. And you'd be more than welcome to. I'll try and not bash into the buffer stops.
This is Eastbourne. This train is the Southern service to Ashford International, calling at Pevensey and Weston, Pevensey Bay, Norman's Bay. Leonard's Warrior Square, Hastings, Orr, Three Oaks, Dolan, Winchelsea, Rye, Appledore, Ham Street.
Be lovely to carry on the journey, wouldn't it, and do it all the way though to Ashford, which is, you know, again why we're looking forward massively to the extension on Great West on the West Coast Main Line. Oh, I wouldn't worry about it, Rachel. It really doesn't matter. We aren't worried. I think we know that you've got the knowledge and the expertise, and it's of no consequence. Yeah, it's good to see the 700 in more use on this route as well. Again, it's something that's massively missing from the Brighton main line, unless you have that chat mod again, which I have downloaded now, but I must get it installed. Yes, so I understand, yeah, which is great to hear about the 455 actually, because it's a it's something that I've got great memories of travelling on. Yeah, pleasure. Yeah. No, it'd be good to have you on as always. So I'll load the game up. I'll put one of your favourite moments up, an advert, but there only be one. But I'll get the game loaded up again. Prepare for the second run. Yeah, the thing about the 455s are, you know, they're not the most glamorous train that we've ever had, but they've earned the right, I think, to have one being preserved. Yeah, I hope so. That's the thing. I mean, for example, there is a Class 303 that's been preserved, but of course it's in use on a heritage line, so you kind of think, well, it'll probably never run again with the pantograph up, which is a shame. I know, yeah. Only one though. Yeah, absolutely. There was an old third rail slam door EMU that's not far off from being back on the lines. As it's been in action in the last couple of years. I can't remember which one it is now. Yeah, it's amazing driving it hoodless, and again, I must get more practice in. And I think the one thing that it does make you do, and I think it might have been a Maze Taze who said, but sometimes some of the speed boards are missing, but it does make you actually read the speed boards rather than actually looking at the HUD all the time. I mean, the one thing I really struggle on is, to be honest, I quite struggle on Riviera line because the speed limits change quite a bit, but I particularly struggle on the particularly between Wolverhampton and Birmingham New Street, because it's up and down like a roller coaster, and the speed limits are constantly changing, so I just haven't got the hang of that at all yet. Right, so let's try a 3773 now, I think. Bearing in mind this is the new unit, so we'll I think we'll do one from Seaford to Brighton. Yes, I've noticed that as well. That always frustrates the heck out of me, because sometimes I've met the speed limit according to the HUD, only to be penalised for it. All right, wow, that would be some achievement. I know Amaztays talked about doing all the LNER services. There we go, got a few headlights on now. Day running. So, am I right in saying this has got the old lighting cluster or something on it, has it? The 3773s. I know there's a lot of people that were massively disappointed that the sounds that are being used on this are not the Armstrong Powerhouse sounds, but I always thought they weren't too bad really, but it'd be nice if they could be upgraded. Not sure why we've not heard any announcements yet on this, oddly. Yeah, that was a great tip. Ah, here we go.
Service to Brighton, calling at Bishopston, Newhaven Harbour, Newhaven Town, South East, Lewes, Falmer, Moulscombe, London Road, and Brighton. The next station is Bishopston.
Not sure about, what was it, London Road. Yes, indeed, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Of course, the that was where one of the early days of electrification in the UK with the Woodhead route, and of course they did end up those trains on in the Netherlands as well. Oh, evening, Scooby. Yeah, hope you're well. I have to see if I can get time to. I thought I put that on. Normal, there we go. Yeah, we'll have to see if we get time for a 313 before we finish. But I probably will pack up about 10 o'clock, I suppose, so might have to be a short one. But having said that, if we did a Brighton to Lewes service, then it's fairly short, isn't it? So perhaps still get that in before we pack up. I don't know whether they fixed the passengers on this route, because it was like you drive on the West Coast Main Line and you get stations where there's no passengers.
This train is the Southern service to Brighton, calling at Newhaven Harbour, Newhaven Town, South East, Lewes, Falmouth, Moulscombe, London Road and Brighton. The next station is Newhaven Harbour.
Yeah, it did sound like London Road a bit more that time, to be honest. Yeah, this is very much by the sea, isn't it? And you get some good views if you're in those caravans. Yeah, I think it's South East. I remember somebody commenting before that, you know, in real life it's such a quiet little station, and on the game it was, you got kind of more passengers getting on and off the trains than at Clapham Junction. Ah, excellent. Yeah, wow. It's a absolutely beautiful part of the world, I have to say. And I don't know how long you have to go back, but clearly this used to be 2 tracks back in the day, didn't it? But I don't know how long ago that used to be. I'll try and get some brakes on for the 20 actually. Oh, loving the sort of the early morning February sunshine as well. This is this really is gorgeous.
Newhaven Harbour.
Yeah, are you kind of getting to grips a little bit with the signalling, are you, Andrew? Right, born and bred in Essex, yeah. Ah, right. Good evening, John Andrews. Yeah, hope you're well. Wow. Oh, I bet you absolutely love having Seaford in the game then. And the question is, again, as a local, is it pretty accurate in the game? Are you impressed by the level of detail?
We are now approaching Newhaven Harbour. This is Newhaven Harbour. This train is the Southern service to Brighton, calling at Newhaven Town, South East, Lewes, Falmouth, Moulscombe, London Road and Brighton. The next station is Newhaven Town.
I love this as well with the ferry in the background as well, and all the. It really is like a new route. This is lovely. Right, okay. Is it some of the buildings a bit generic? I mean, I've got to say with
Welcome aboard the Southern
announcements again.
calling at Newhaven Town, South East, Lewes, Falmouth, Moulscombe, London Road and Brighton. The next station is Newhaven Town.
Oh, okay. Good evening, Pete. Yeah, I hope you're well. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Even a bobcat. Yeah, I think it's lovely. Yeah, I have to say with Train Sim Classic, I've had quite a tinker sometimes with buildings because I've looked at areas and I just thought, oh, it just doesn't look accurate, and you're able to find really good replacements.
This train is the Southern service to Brighton, calling at Southeast, Lewes, Falmouth, Malston, London Road and Brighton. The next station is Southeast.
Yeah, I think we'll get a Dutch route at some point because the first route went down an absolute storm. To be honest, I think that's definitely going to happen eventually.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Brighton, calling at Southeast, Lewes, Falmouth, Malston, London Road and Brighton. The next station is Southeast.
Yeah, I think I saw something, Scooby, about this southeastern thing, but again, it's a bit of a storm in a teacup, isn't it? Because I think essentially, really, all he's saying is that the when the Medway Valley line is released, they're using it as a bit of a test bed for the blurry textures, aren't they? I think. Yeah, I agree with you, Rachel. I have to say, even I can almost fathom the Dutch signal. It's very logical. It's so quite Dutch, I think. There's no weird complications about it, and much easier to comprehend than the German stuff. Is it really, Ibex? Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, I don't know it in real life, but I do have enjoyed driving it. And I know that they got a lot of support from the Netherlands rail system. But I think it's all something and nothing, isn't it, Scooby? That story, really. Yeah, I know. Oh, excuse me. I know what you mean, Pete. I mean, I shall buy it. It's just kind of a slightly uninspiring choice for the route, but I'm hoping that the people who've done it, because they've got such a brilliant reputation, I think it's going to be good in its own right, and then hopefully it means we get more stuff from them. And you know, if they kind of venture more into Kent, then it's going to be brilliant.
We are now approaching Southeast.
Yeah, I have to say that if I can cope roughly with ATB, then it can't be too complicated. But yeah, I agree with you on the American stuff. I just haven't got a clue sometimes.
southeast. This train is the Southern service to Brighton, calling at Lewes, Falmouth, Marston, London Road and Brighton.
Yeah, maybe they've calmed down the passengers a little bit here. Well, it is, but some of the services, if you've got the London end of it done, you,
Aboard the Southern service to Brighton, calling at Lewes, Falmouth, Marston, London Road and Brighton. The next station is Lewes.
I mean, if you had like Charing Cross to Sevenoaks or something, or from Cannon Street, it's just absolutely fantastic. Yeah, and you know, I mean, the one routes I just can't bring myself to drive are the sort of the American freight routes in the desert, where it's basically a single track. You don't see any hills in sight, and it's just driving through a desert at low speed. I just can't get excited about that. Yeah, absolutely. I just can't see what the enjoyment is. You compare that with doing a race down the West Coast main line. You know, whatever you're driving, with all the stuff racing by, it's just absolutely no comparison. And we will obviously do a lot more on this route on Sunday stream. That's inevitable, but we'll try and cover some more of the layers as well, and do see if we can find some interesting services. I'll have a quick look at the timetable actually when we get to the end of when we get to Brighton. Yeah, well, we got the that more recent one, didn't we? What was it, Morristown or something? Which again, I've had a brief go on, but I just haven't got round to driving it properly. I mean, some of King K's videos are great in that respect, because again, he's got the very much got the knowledge. Right. A red is stop, showing stop. Red flashing track out of service. Right, okay. So we'll try and get the 20 and the 10 coming into to Lewes. Again, it's a tricky little section to get right. I don't do US freight. I'd like to be still alive after completing it. Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Right, the M3. Yeah, I think I know what you mean, yeah. Yeah, so when's the yeah, the 10s kind of comes up on you suddenly. Right, yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, we're near the station announcements now, can't we?
This is Lewis. This train is the Southern service to Brighton, calling at Falmouth, Malscombe, London Road and Brighton. The next
Yeah, it's all or nothing, isn't it, with the passengers? You either get absolutely thronged with passengers everywhere or virtually nothing. Oh, you can see a London Victoria bound train coming in there. I know, you love them, don't you, Pete? I mean, I do actually love them, to be honest. And I know that as a real driver you wouldn't actually hear them, but I don't object to that. I don't know, it just adds that feeling of immersion that you're on a real service. I think so. More than likely, I would have thought for this week. Well, I think for this week, because this route's just come out, I think it's about to be pretty much 3 runs on Great Western Express. But yeah, that's certainly an idea for another week where we could look at all the remastered routes. And let's hope as well that this is just a start. I mean, we've had 3 remastered routes in February, and I mean, they did say for ages when they talked about the Great Western one that there were absolutely no plans to remaster any other routes at all, and they sort of said, well, Liam has done it in his spare time, and you know, we've got no intentions of doing it for anything else. But thankfully they have done that, and hopefully more to come. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Which I've not really given a go on yet. So, like I say, I think this Sunday it's going to be this. It's going to be Eastcoastway remaster pretty much all the way. Although, of course, I haven't checked the scores yet, but I think Dominic will be picking the 3rd run, and of course it's completely up to him what he does for that. But I think it'd be nice to give this a bit of an airing. Yeah, but you know what people are like, Pete, and you'll get somebody walking to the seat and they'll say, "Excuse me, is this the train to Skegness?" And you say, "No, no, 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 afraid not." Yeah, and hopefully we can do some of the other layers. So when we get to Brighton, I'll have a quick look at the timetables and what some of the other services are involved. And I definitely would, and again, it's not going to be this next Sunday, but I would like to do a 101 in a stream as well. I mean, I've done it before, but not for ages, and I think Tees Valley sounds like an idea. I mean, I've been on trains where there's been passengers arguing about that somebody's in the wrong seat, and then of course eventually one of them realises that actually they're on the wrong train entirely. Yeah, absolutely, Ibex, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That would be a great idea at some point. We must do an all British Rail stream. And I'm not saying definite at this stage, but it would be nice to do the occasional midweek stream. You know, again, it's never going to be 4 hours on a Thursday night, but you know, perhaps do a couple of hours, and there's loads and loads of possibilities.
We are now approaching Falmouth.
Better get some brakes on here, otherwise our Brighton and Hove Albion supporters are going to be not going to be very happy. I think that's partly why Just Trains got so actively involved with the British Rail Blue era. I think they find it interesting, but also because there is such an array of trains to go with it.
Southern service to Brighton, calling at Malston, London Road and Brighton.
And again, I think we've said this before, haven't we? But there it is. Oh, he says going miles past it, but that was the Amex Stadium. Absolutely, yes, the 87, yeah.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Brighton, calling at Malston, London Road and Brighton. The next station is Malston.
Yeah, I think what we probably need is a heavy double-headed freightliner where you get held halfway up Shap in the snow or something, and that would take some going. They really do, and the thing about a Just Trains route is an attention to detail that, you know, it doesn't matter if it's DTG or Rivet Games, or they just have an absolute love to get it absolutely right. So it probably takes a bit longer to do, but they absolutely go full bent on quality. And you know, it's just little touches like you think on Preston Carlisle, where you got the Morecambe branch and you can actually walk in signal boxes that are actually very detailed. Yeah, I don't know whether it's a fact, because the problem is sometimes you hear a load of people repeating the same point, but there seems to be a suggestion that the next route from Just Trains after Cumbrian Coast, of course, might not be set in that area. Yeah, and imagine the absolute struggle with that. I remember as well, I think there was an old train driver who was once on Alan Thompson's stream. Again, an old retired chap who I think he said that he'd completely broke, I think it was an 82 or an 83, trying to get the train out of Euston, and he was routed onto the slow lines. Stream trains. Yes, yeah, absolutely, yeah. This, I mean, there's so many interesting old routes, and I mean, I think Pete said a few times that, you know, he'd love something like, you know, Newcastle to York, set in British Rail Blue times with kind of deltics and peaks and stuff. It'd be worth giving it a go. Yeah, it would be fascinating to do. Oh, what's it say? Oh. No, it's telling Porkies, isn't it? Because it says... Hey. It's telling me that AWS is forced a penalty break, but it's not showing any signs of slowing down. Yeah, I agree with you, yeah. I mean, even if you set it, you know, just a few years back and you had the 91s would be quite interesting. And to my mind, you could still fill in that deltic void anyway, because you could run them on rail tours. But yeah, I could just imagine the idea of trying to put the Flying Scotsman on a Freightliner service.
This train is the Southern service to Brighton only, calling at Brighton. The next station is Brighton.
Ah, excellent, Andrew. There you go. You see, it's not always adverse signals. Ah, excellent, Taylor. Yeah, you enjoying it? The 700. Oh, no, I see what you mean there. You mean the 171, don't you?
Brighton, calling at Brighton only. The next station is Brighton.
This is a classic part of the route as well, isn't it? So many photographs of this section going over the viaduct. Not sure what all these
Now approaching Brighton.
messages are about, but hey ho. Yeah, definitely right. I mean, I know Scooby's a massive proponent of getting King's Cross to Peterborough in. I mean, Peterborough to Doncaster is the most boring section of the route. I know it's got a bit of history if you got Mallard in there, because that's the section where the famous world steam speed record was created, but it is a tad boring. But I'm glad with these announcements that they finally sorted, so that when you come into the station, it now announces the departed service rather than just saying that it's for Brighton only. And that's something that hasn't been done with the announcements before. Yeah, absolutely. Fascinating old route, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, there we go. So that was enjoyable. Yeah, the C2C route would be excellent. You know, in any era, really. I mean, I'd quite like the old era. That's for sure. Or even the modern day era would be quite nice as well. My worst horror film, that would be, says Dominic. Okay, so I'll load the game at one last time. So we'll just do a very, 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 very quick run to Brighton to Lewis in the 313, because it's pretty short anyway, and then we'll end proceedings for the night. Yeah, I'm trying to think. 2002. I mean, you're not going to go back to the very, very old slam door stock, are you? Then, but right, okay. C2C tray was named after a friend of yours. Who was that? Not going to get into Theresa May again, are we, Pete? And I've said before, I would absolutely love an old school first generation EMU, AC EMU in the game, because that's something that is massively missing at the moment. Ah, right, yeah, yeah. 312 would be absolutely right up my street. Ah, Wilco Johnson, right, okay. Right, so what was the what was, can't get me words out. Why was it named after him? I mean, I'd love the old 302s as well, but any old. I mean, it's the one thing that is massively missing, an old first generation EMU. I can't help thinking with Crew Preston that, I mean, there's kind of no real use for them unless we got Liverpool Lime Street in the game. But you know, even a 304 would be nice. So I kind of grew up with 304s and 310s in my region, but you know, again, sort of southeast 305, 312 would be very, very similar. Yeah, it'd be a great unit to have in the game. And that's another thing that's missing. We've got no third rail first generation unit in the game either, have we? Right, so it's that one, isn't it, with the 313? Oh yeah, so let's have a quick look at what the layers are. I presume a lot of this other stuff is rail tours. Yeah, the Bell Puffer rail tour with a 20. Brighton to New Haven Marine. It's the 33. Flying Scotsman rail tour, although it's with the 33, so it must be on the other end, isn't it? 37s. So yeah, a couple of oh, light engine, right? Okay. You can drive the 700. Oh, there you go. That's quite interesting. Yeah, you've got like a Eastbourne to Lewis, so there are a few things with the 700. Right, 60 minutes late, Andrew. Oh, your passengers aren't going to be very happy about that. Right, we've even got a 395 run as well, Brighton to Eastbourne. And yeah, the Flying Scotsman, yeah, Lewis to New Haven Harbour, Brighton to Eastbourne. And of course, plenty of freight stuff in as well. Let's do that 313 then, and we'll try and keep it a logical direction. So let's take the 820 from Brighton to Lewis. So for once we can actually put the DSD on without any worry at all. There we go, DSD isolation on, so we are on. And again, the detail on this thing has always been great. So you got the sort of the Eastcoastway thing, but some of these pictures, that's the what's that called, the Spinnaker, isn't it, or something like that? Salisbury Cathedral, is it? Your links along the south coast. Didn't realise the Taj Mahal was in Sussex. Or is it, what is it? Is it Chichester or something, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so we're due off at 8:22. And again, I don't think the DSD, can't remember if it works or not. No, it's just on or off, isn't it? Yeah, and then when we get to Lewis, I must pack up for the night then. Absolutely love the horn on this thing.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service to Lewis, calling at London Road, Moulscombe, Falmouth and Lewis.
Platform 4, 8, 30, Thameslink, Service 2, Bedford, Horling, Haywards Heath, Gatwick Airport, East Croydon.
Yeah, definitely, Rachel. I haven't had to worry about the scoring or the scoreboard, so yeah, it's been nice and chilled out. But yeah, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you're enjoying the all of you the Eastcoastway remaster. I know I'm certainly enjoying it, and I know that it'll give me plenty of entertainment. It's always been a lovely route, but it's got plenty to keep us entertained with now. Yeah, no worries, but I'm sure you'll have plenty of fun driving it. It's excellent. Right. Yeah, that's the thing about this Southern network, though, Pete. It was, you know, all a long time ago, all pretty much electrified. So, yeah, not too many diesels polluting the air.
Southern Service to Lewis, calling at Moulscombe, Falmouth and Lewis. The next station is Moulscombe.
I remember years ago when Microsoft Train Simulator first did London Victoria to Brighton. It was pretty much the first piece of DLC that was released. I don't think we could call it DLC actually, because it was a DVD in those days, or a CD to install it. But again, it was kind of like, at the time you were thinking, yeah, really enjoyed it, but wouldn't it be good if we could venture out of Brighton and go towards Lewis on the Eastcoastway?
We are now approaching Moulscombe.
But yeah, I think until now we're doing this as a second run. I mean, the first time I did a run out of here, it was quite stuttery, wasn't it? But now all the shaders have sorted themselves out, then we're okay.
This is Moulscombe.
I should always remind myself that
This train is the Southern
not to
Service
keep
to
stopping in
Lewis.
step
The
3.
next station is Falmouth.
I think
Lewis.
it did, because I think it's come back again though, but
Next station is Falmouth.
it did briefly go off, and I've never seen that before because it said chat disconnected, please wait while we try to recover you, and then successfully connected. So it should come back on, but it's always I think I don't know if it's 30 seconds or a minute behind what I actually see. So if you kind of wonder sometimes why it takes me an age to respond to you, it's because I'm not seeing it quite in real time. The humans should look more like entitled idiots on this line. I like it. I did see a passenger though doing a weird dance around a post at Brighton station earlier. It took her about 5 minutes to actually make any headway. Very good. Yes, remember Pete, where a certain person actually may come from.
We are now approaching Falmouth.
She probably was, Pete, yeah. But yeah, it tells you something about passenger behaviour on Trains in World 6.
This is Falmouth.
Right, so we might get to see the... Ah, okay. You know, I don't remember that being on there before. I'm sure it was just blank. So I wonder if they've got some sort of agreement with Brighton now. I'm sure that wasn't on there before. And then if you go above, you... Okay, it's obviously a bit basic inside, but at least you've got a pitch there. Brighton has the biggest assortment of messed up humans in the UK. Yeah, they just haven't got it right, have they? And in any sense of the word, passenger behaviour. Hang on, wrong button.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service to Lewis. Calling at Lewis only. The next station is Lewis.
Yes, they seem to shy away from the seaside places nowadays, I think. Always used to be the case, didn't it? Brighton, Blackpool and Eastbourne seem to be the popular ones, but you don't seem to get them there nowadays. Yeah, I was making the same complaint about my customers yesterday, I think it was, and I said, this business would be so much easier without the customers. But you know, in a train sense, every train could run on time, couldn't it? There was none of those passengers getting in the way. You might argue there's one or two places, like here, for example, where it looks a little bit bare still with foliage. Absolutely. But I think it's the same for any business, really. I think if you deal with customers, you always have you love them dearly, but they can cause irritation sometimes. Yeah, absolutely. There you go, you see. That's what we need, a railway with no passengers. Mind you, there was that big story last year, wasn't there, about Avanti West Coast, and I think they ended up changing their minds, but they were going to run a train down from Manchester to Euston, and I know there are services where that happens every day in reality, but it kind of got into the press and they ended up changing their minds, didn't they? But it was it never materialised. Oh, excellent, Pete. Yeah, there you go. Ah, brilliant. Well, that's good news. What was that then? Like a trailer or a dumper or something like that? I know it wouldn't be like a big digger at that value, unless it was a very old one. Ah, good evening, Azza. You're kind of joining us at the close of play, as it were, because I'm gonna pack up when we get to Lewis. But it's I don't know if you had a chance to download it yet, but it's a fabulous route, this remaster. Really enjoying it. Yeah, well, this is it, and I think it's kind of like one of those Daily Mail stories, really, and nobody's ever going to understand or see the logic of it. Ah, no worries at all. Ah, right, okay, yeah, right, got you. Pro 10 lifter, yeah. Yeah, it's obviously a strange old night. To be honest, I didn't know when I was going to be streaming until it actually came out. It's been a bit weird, that build up to it. I mean, we always knew it was going to be this week, but of course it was only last minute that it was announced. It was only announced yesterday, wasn't it, that it was going to be today. Ah, excellent. Yeah. No, it's brilliant. Absolutely really enjoyed it. I think it's massively brought the route to life. The timetable's excellent. The choice of layers that on there is really good. But also having the new lighting and the announcements is fantastic as well. Yeah, so I believe. Although it's, again, I think it's a storm in a teacup, isn't it? Right, so we are coming into the bay platform. One last blast of that magnificent horn on this unit. Yeah, I'm going to have to get off to bed shortly and be an early start for me in the morning. And I know that I have a white dog sitting in another room who will be waiting for me to do the sandwiches.
This is Lewis, where this train terminates.
All right, well, have a good day, Pete. I know it's starting to get a bit brighter and more enjoyable travelling about, so I hope you're enjoying your travels out and about and another lovely part of the world. So there we go. I think that that is just about it. So we'll definitely give Eastcoastway a lot more of a tryout on Sunday in the stream. Yeah, well, this is it, Andrew. I mean, I've been playing the game for years, and it's not easy. It takes a lot of getting used to, but you will get there with practice. The more practice, the better. That's for certain. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. As I say, we'll give Eastcoastway a big tryout on Sunday in the stream. And we can enjoy it a bit more, and perhaps use one or two of the other layers as well in there as well. But I'm sure you'll all enjoy it, and whether you've got the 171 and the 3773, or whether you've just got the Eastcoastway and you've still got the remaster with the old trains, either way, it's a huge upgrade on what it was before, and really enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us as ever, and hope you've enjoyed the little bonus stream. I'll try and, if I can get the chance, I'm hoping to record Scooby's little video on Great Western Express as well. He's done a 387 service scenario that's available on Creators Club, which looks quite nice. I'll try and get that recorded if I get the chance as well. But thanks, as ever, for all your contributions and your chats. It's been amazing for you all to join in. And yeah, I'm sure you will, Andrew. Yeah, I'm sure you will. So thank you very much, everybody. And for now, from Powerflower Trains and Planes, it is a very good night to you.